Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Popo here bringing you guys a new video, and today we're going to make some predictions about the Pokemon Presents. Let's go. Welcome, everybody, and today we're going to make some predictions about the Pokemon Day Pokemon Presents. This is kind of different than a Pokemon Direct, so I don't think there's going to be as many announcements, but I think there's going to still be some interesting stuff. I have three categories. As you can see, one is cold takes. These are things that are probably going to happen. That's like kind of a shoe-in, like the already set in stone. And then we have some things I want, so hopeful things that we might not get, but just things I think would really benefit the game. And then we got hot takes, things that I don't think there's any way these things are going to happen, but you know what? We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them a little bit. So, yeah, first we got these cold takes. So these are things that, like I said, are pretty much going to happen. And the first one of those is being a giveaway for a Pikachu, right? It's Pokemon Day. It's the Stay Pokemon Start. They're going to do a giveaway of some kind. And I think they're going to give us another Pikachu. And hopefully it has something cool. Maybe as an exclusive move, can we get like a follow me Pikachu? Like Raichu follow me seems kind of okay. I would take that. So I think that they will give us a Pikachu or some mascot, maybe an Eevee, since they never really did an Eevee before. Something like that. For number 2, there's going to be a new event for Pokemon Sleep. Yeah, this isn't VGC related, but I just think that there's going to be a Pokemon Day event where maybe Pikachu show up more commonly than they did in the past. Or maybe a specific Pokemon in general shows up more than it did in the past. So we'll see for that. There's definitely going to be a new event for Pokemon Sleep. Number 3, no Gen 10 announcement. Yes, I do not think there's going to be a Gen 10 announcement. I think it's still too early. I think that they want to do a couple more World Championships. Of course, we get the one this year, which I think is going to be a single restricted format. And I think that they also want to do a double restricted format next year. So I think that there's going to be 2 World Championships still to go. And yeah, I don't think that they're putting Gen 10 on quite yet. But we'll have to see. I just don't see it. I don't think that's going to come out this year. I just really don't. And number 4, and this is the most important one. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is super important. They're going to announce the Hisuian Voltorb for the raid event that they're doing. They already showed the picture of it. There's like a little eyebrow. Everybody knows what it is. It's a Hisuian Voltorb. It's all the Pokeball looking Pokemon. So, I mean, we already know what it is, right? So they're going to just talk about that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this. The rewards are the same as always. The shiny rates aren't changed. So it's just going to be Hisuian Voltorb and nobody cares. But, yeah. My hopes. So these are the things that I'm really hoping happen. I really want these things. They could be good, right? They could be good. New DLC for Scarlet and Violet. Let's get another DLC. Let's do it. Why not? Why not, right? I'm all for another DLC. They didn't, like, the last DLC was pretty good, but I feel like Galapagos didn't really get to shine as much as, like, they made him out to be the whole time, and it was just kind of like, oh, there he is. Oh, look, he terrestrialized. Oh, okay. And then that was it, and it was kind of sad. And so I really hope they do something else. Plus that endgame story that they came out with like a month later was also really good. So I don't think it's going to happen, but I would be pretty happy if it did. I wouldn't be complaining. There's a lot of Pokemon that can still be added into the game. None that are VGC relevant, but it'll make a lot of the casual fans happy. So, you know. And having new tools is always nice. More paradoxes. Give us more paradoxes. Just don't make them version exclusive. Number 2, no Legends like Arceus games, right? So I just put X because people are like, oh, it'll be Legends Deoxys, it'll be Legends Celebi, it'll be Legends this, Legends that, you know. I don't want it. I don't want it. It's not that I had a problem with the Legends games. I really liked the catching mechanics in the Legends games. I really wish Scarlet and Violet implemented those because I thought it was a lot of fun. But the combat in that game was atrocious. And let's not even get started on the frame rates. Oh my lord, those frame rates were abysmal, and I do not want to have to deal with those again. They're not like, if you go back and play that game, it runs so poorly. I just don't want another one of these. I think it's cool we get more forms of Pokemon. They need to make the ones that are already out be able to evolve in Scarlet and Violet, and they haven't done that, so that makes me worry too, because then it makes that game needed to have certain Pokemon, and I'm not a big fan of that. Make it accessible. If you're going to put the Pokemon in the game, make it accessible to everybody, and that goes for legendaries and everything, and yeah, they're not doing it right. So, and number 3, new evos for some of the older mons. So let's just update some mons. There's some mons that are just sitting behind other ones, and it's just like, if this thing just evolved, it would be decent. Like Cacturn, let's give Cacturn an evolution. Grass, Dark, decent. Let's give him something. Let's give him another evolution. Let's give him a 550, 570 evolution that can really do something, because his typing is cool. And he's a cool Pokemon. Make a bigger cactus. Like, he can get big and bulky. Like, do something interesting with some of these older Pokemon that just haven't gotten any loves and that don't need to be in these Legends Arceus games. Like, we don't need that to get these cool mons. And hopefully they start doing some more of that. And it could just be like a raid event that gets done. But just make sure it's not exclusive either. Just give an easy way. Give a code to give it out that lasts for the rest of forever. And just, like, you know, give everybody the ability to get that Pokemon. And number 4, Gen 5 actual remakes. Not like the Diamond and Pearl remakes. We're talking about stuff like they did for Ruby and Sapphire, right? Those games were mainline series games where VGC was played. That's what I want. I wanted Diamond and Pearl to have VGC competition on it. It obviously didn't. But I would like to see these Gen 5 games have that. So that way we can have that regional dex. We can go back to that. Have some cool games with that. And then maybe they can add in the older Pokemon. Have a selected group of Pokemon like they do now added back into those games. So that way we can have a really interesting mashup of metagames where it's like, it's Gen 5 based, but it also has some Gen 6, some Gen 8, some, Gen 9 mons, and we can really have a cool experience for VGC, something that hasn't been done since the Ruby and Sapphire, back about a bazillion years ago at this point. So, yeah, I would love to see that. I don't want to see these remakes where it's just like they give it to another company. Here you go ahead, do it. Let's get a mainline series game that's serious. Let's just do it. Let's do it. All right. And last but not least, we got the hot takes. These are things that I do not believe for a second are going to happen. Yeah, first one, new Pokemon Rangers game. It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. But it's been so long since the last Pokemon Rangers game. I myself have never played the Pokemon Rangers games, but there's been outcry forever to get a new one of these bad boys. People want this. Nintendo, Game Freak, people want this. Let's get it for them. Hopefully there's a new Pokemon Rangers game. I just don't really see it happening. Maybe the other one didn't sell well. Like I said, I never played it, so I don't really play too many of the spin-offs. Number 2, the TCG coming to the Switch. And I'm not talking about, the trading card game, Game Boy game, like the second one or whatever. I'm talking about the one that they have on PC and on phones already. Just coming to the Switch, so you can play the TCG formats now on their kind of home system, right? And you'll be able to open your packs and do all that stuff for people who don't have access to a computer or a phone. I think it could expand Pokemon in general, the card game specifically. Do a huge giveaway that weekend, like you're giving away some exclusive cards if you sign up for the Switch or you log in on the Switch or something like that. They could do something big like that. Really, really to improve the game. I know the game has taken off a lot in the last couple of years since COVID. Same with VGC. Like, these games have gotten really big, bigger than they were. They were already really big, of course, but just huge. And they can continue that growth if they can do something like this, where there's no drawback for them, right? I mean, they're putting it on the Switch. There's no really in-game purchases in that game, unfortunately, because it's really annoying to get decks. That's why I don't really play it, because I don't want to buy cards in real life. But there's a lot of kids out there who have these code cards that can't really use them, and maybe if they put it on the Switch, they could use the cards. They can battle against people, just have a good time, and like I said, expand the game as a whole. We got number 3, Fire Red and Leaf Green coming to Nintendo Switch Online. We've already seen quite a few games, but the Pokemon games aren't there. And everybody's like, I want Red and Blue, I want Red. No, let's just make it Fire Red and Leaf Green. Why we gotta go all the way back? Let's go a little bits back. And then these games will have a lot more Pokemon, and it'll be a lot more interesting to play. These were obviously better versions than Red and Green, or Red and Blue, or Green, I guess. So I'd rather have these. I would probably purchase these, especially if they have access to the Pokemon Home, which they most likely would. I think it'd be really cool. You can get a lot of the old ribbons. I would really love that. So I think they should add this. I would love to see it. Like I said, day one buy for me. I'd probably buy that Fire Red. I bought Fire Red because I had Red version when I was a kid, though I was a Squirtle main. Now we're a Bulbasaur boy, so, you know, times do change, but I would love to see these games on Nintendo Switch Online. It'd be really cool, or just for purchase, just in general. And number 6, the hottest of the hot takes, they're going to do a giveaway for the new Paradox mods. Stop making them region exclusive and also really good. This is bad for the game. This is bad for VGC. It's bad. If you had bought Violet, you're just bad at the game for not buying the right one. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's likely Koraidon's going to be better than Miraidon 2, though I do think Miraidon is probably better. But overall, I think Koraidon might end up at getting better results. So that means if you didn't buy Scarlet, you are just gonna be bad at the game for just existing as a person who wanted the other game. It's crazy to me. Raging Bull is so good right now, and if you don't have that, then you're stuck using 2 Pokemon that are kind of useless. You know, you get Iron Boulder and you get the other one, whatever his name is, the one who does Expanding Force, Iron Crown. If you got Iron Crown and Iron Boulder, you're just losing. You're just losing. Gouging Fire and Raging Bull are insane. Please, please, Nintendo, just do raids for them, please. That's all we ask. Do raids, even if it's you can only catch one. Please, just do it, please. Give them the mightiest mark if you're gonna do. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any predictions or hot takes, leave them down below. I would love to hear some more, because there's so many things you could talk about with this. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys thumbs it up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.